Hi everybody, welcome back to the Bracelaw YouTube channel. In case you missed it on our Friday post, Bracelaw has had a little upgrade. We are officially Bracelaw Professional Corporation. Anyway, the topic for today will be things you need to know during your first appearance in criminal court. So if you remember from my first video, I mentioned two types of release. One is on the promise to appear and the other one is on the show cause hearing. Now the first day of appearance has arrived. It's best to retain a lawyer if you do not want to show up to court on your first day. So basically what happens is when you retain us, we make you sign a designation, and that basically designates us or an agent that's acting for us to appear on your behalf. You don't have to come to court. Maybe you have family obligations, maybe you have work or school. So we do not want you to miss any of those days. We will go to court, and for every appearance, we will appear on your behalf. You don't have to unless you are required to appear in court. On the first day of your appearance, one important thing that's going to happen is you will receive initial disclosure. So in this disclosure, maybe depending on the nature of the charge, there will be police notes, there will be statements, witness statements, or a complainant statement. We pick up the initial disclosure, we adjourn the matter to a month's time. Depending if the disclosure is sufficient, we will conduct a preliminary Crown pretrial. But nothing is expected to happen on the first appearance. In my experience, when I've dealt with some domestic charges, sometimes I've been quite successful in varying a bail condition. So usually prior to the first appearance, there are constant communication with the Crown. And if there is enough evidence in the other side, so say the complainant wants to reconnect with the accused, then what happens is we try to negotiate and vary a condition, perhaps to allow for the complainant and the accused to have contact or to have some type of communication. There have been some cases in domestic when we have been quite successful in attaining that bail variation without any trouble. The general expectation, though, it's not that anything sufficient will happen during the first appearance. However, we find out how the Crown is proceeding. Sometimes the Crown is not ready, but usually on the first appearance, and if there is sufficient disclosure, the Crown will decide to proceed summarily or by indictment, as well as we can find out who is the assigned Crown to the case. In most occasions, there will be an assigned Crown, depending on the nature of the charge, so that we can have some preliminary discussions with the Crown. Usually these preliminary discussions are done in person, or sometimes, or most of the times I should say, they are done over the phone. And these are called pretrial discussions. One thing that I feel it sets me apart is that I try to resolve the matters as quickly as I can. I'm not the type of lawyer that likes to go to trial unless it is necessary for me to go to trial or the client is not getting a favorable position. As well as I do not like to plea a client unless the facts against the client or the case is quite evident and the Crown has quite a case against the client. I'm also very good at keeping the client up to date in every step. I understand that being charged with a criminal offense is quite serious, it can be stressful, and it can affect you later on in life, whether it is with education, whether it is with your work obligations, or if you want to expand professionally. As you know, for almost every job, a criminal background check is necessary. So it is important to retain a lawyer who can keep you up to date every step of the way. One final advice I will give you is that if you ever retain a lawyer for a criminal charge, it's quite important that you retain somebody that you feel you can trust. Building a relationship with your legal counsel during a criminal offense procedure is quite important, and it can provide you with a lot of relief if you are feeling stressed or if you are feeling quite anxious about it. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Should you require more information, please head to www.bracelet.ca, or if you have any questions, call or text us and we will be more than happy to help you out. Have a good one and see you next time.